Loose Thread Stitchers, and today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025, and this is episode number 43. Okay, got updates.
Well, I just want to say today is a very special day in our family. It's my favorite granddaughter's birthday. So happy birthday. Yep.
And I could say my oldest son's birthday was on Sunday, and he just turned 46. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting old. I don't know. I mean, other than it's kind of starting to get fall here, but we're really hot right now.
We had a great taste of fall a week or so ago.
Right.
And then 80s are back. And
yeah, now we're
humidity.
80, very humid. I was trying to go out and I bought some new bushes. I was trying to plant them. It was so hot I had to stop. It was just horrible out there. My grandson, I had him, he was his day off of work, and so I grabbed him, and we did like 3 plants. I said, I'm sorry, Andrew, I gotta go in the house, I'm dying. So we went in. I think he was happy. He wanted to go play games with his friends. So.
He was waiting for you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Grandma, what else do we have to do? Okay, so we'll start with FFOs, and of course, Jeannie, as usual, has a lot.
Okay, so I started, I picked up when we went down stitching. I wanted something easy, so I pulled out 12 monthly minis by Primrose Cottage, and I started with August. So this is my August.
Oh, that's pretty nice fabric.
And I don't know what, it's a scrap pieces I found that, I just had it tall enough to fit. And then this is September. And then we have November.
A different shape.
Yeah.
Cool.
So those were from that book. And then I did my Biscore New of the Month. No. This is called Snowy Woods by Summer House Stitchworks, and it's on 16 count Amazing Grace.
It says Amazing Gray.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this was another cut
yeah. Just you just had a scrap piece.
Yes.
That's the pattern.
Yeah, and so this pattern here comes though, there's no really bottoms of the Biscore New. You're supposed to stitch the top twice. So I kind of left some out on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to waste your time on the bottom unless you want to flip it, if you did something different on the bottom. But still.
But then would you have to decide it's time to flip? When do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
You do it with seasons. And then I'm doing A Year of Celebration, season 2. And I'm up to September. So here's my September. And I just have a kind of a little clipboard stand that I think we got it at the Wisconsin show last year.
Oh, yeah. It's a ruler, it looks like old rulers, and then there's a clip on it. Yep.
Yeah. So I was all caught up, and then all of a sudden I went to put September, and I don't have the rest of the year done. So that will be on my, what I'm going to do, my plans. Then I've been working on the 12 Days of Christmas Strawberries by Erica Michaels. And
these are really pretty.
A partridge in a pear tree.
They're very pretty.
And I did it on 18 count Ada that I coffee dyed myself. And then here are 2 turtle doves.
Pretty. Yeah, those
called for DMCs.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just my style.
And then last month, we had gone to an estate sale. Our friend Julie had called us up and she had discovered it, and so we went back to it. She had lined up for us to come back, and it was this lady's a lot of her collection of stitched objects, and they were mostly done on Ada. I think they were all done in Ada. Some were framed, but a lot of them were just finished, but not fully finished.
Yep.
So we went through and we each picked some out, and I mean, I don't know how many total we got, but there was still a lot there when we left.
Right, and there was a lot. I mean, this lady, she cross-stitched a ton of stuff.
And the family said that they went through and picked out all the ones they wanted, so they weren't even all there.
And the ones that were finished but not, I mean, we'll just give you sort of what the prices were. If it was finished and not in a frame or anything, she gave us 4 for $1.
So, according to size too, though.
Yeah.
She charged a little more for the bigger ones.
And then if they were in a hoop, some of them were in a wooden hoop but not really framed, so to speak. They were in the hoop but they weren't cut or finished. Those were $1 a piece. And then a lot of the frame things were $1 too, right? Well, $3. Oh, okay, because I did get 2 frame things.
Yeah, and then some of the hoops that they had the lace around and stuff.
And
But
she had like a paper box, like you buy, like if you would buy a whole case of paper, that was filled with DMC in containers, all bobbinated and labeled. And
Yeah.
Julie went back to get that and it was gone. I don't know why she didn't get it. Oh, I
Yeah.
know why, because she bought that other pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, her
Yeah.
family was pretty sad about it. And then I think they were selling stuff, their aunt died too, right? And so it was both. It
Yeah,
was
big
both-
estate sale.
Yeah. But it was pretty sad to see all these cross-stitch pieces just sitting there.
So, we are repurposing them,
Yes, we
or
are.
bringing them back to life. So here's one of hers, Autumn, and I just made it into a pin pillow. Then these were 2 of the squares, and Julie had mentioned that, how about a bisque or new? So thank you, Julie. Oh, hi, Greg.
Yeah, great.
So, yeah, it was kind of fun. I had to sew, the outline frame around it and then just put it together, but it was a good idea. And then I thought, okay, every stitcher needs a frog, right?
Yeah, they
This
do.
is the only visit I would like from a frog.
I
Like
had a few
this.
visits from her frog.
So, and then there was a couple. First of all, I had gotten this tray at the quilt show. It's a metal tray. I put a couple. But here is another one that I made. Another one of her stitches that I just laced and put in, and then put a braiding around it. And then the cardinal is also from there. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I made 2 bags out of a couple of mine so far, and I made a fall bag. And I just noticed, I told Jeannie, I think this leaf isn't finished. I mean, I don't know, but that's one of them that I made.
It's so pretty.
I know.
Oh, this one here, yeah.
Yeah, and then this one, I made a bag. Now look at that. That's all stitched. I didn't stitch this lady did. And it's all done. And she had quite a few Paula Bond pieces. I got a couple, but Julie took most of them because Julie was kind of going through the patterns first. So she was lucky to get quite a few Paula Bonds that were totally finished. Just totally finished.
Yeah, they were, and then I got home and I started looking over them, and it's like, oh, you kind of wonder, shouldn't have got more. But then I start putting them together, and
Well, especially when we were up there and the lady was kind of counting like 4 for $1. I thought, oh, I should probably go back and get more. I didn't know how much she would charge us, and
yeah.
it was kind of sad. But the lady, they said their mom always had the dining room table full of DMC floss. She was always picking out DMC floss for her next project, and so she obviously loved doing cross stitch and had a good time at it. So
Yeah. And the process, or and
right, whatever.
I mean, stitching does help you get through so many over so many obstacles and through so many days and
Right.
stuff.
And I'm
So-
happy we could repurpose them.
Mhm.
And it's kind of fun, especially on the bags. It isn't like I cross-stitched it. She did, and I just made it into a bag. So that's really nice because you have cross-stitch pieces on your bag that I would never have because I wouldn't take the time to cross-stitch something to put on my bag.
And we've done that before for thrifts or finds
Yep,
too. So
we
it's just
have.
these didn't.
Yep, because I
Have
have a
to go-
cute little boy with a balloon and everything we found. And yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Is that all your FFOs?
That's all I did. Yeah.
I'm just checking. In case you had a few more in a bag somewhere or something. Sloughing off. No, finishes? Do you have finishes?
Yes.
Okay.
I did 12 Days of Christmas. I did number 3.
Oh, 3 French hens. I'm thinking, well, those are chickens. They're 3 French hens.
Yep. So there, with the called for,
Yeah, those are
it's
really
Weeks. And Weeks Dye Works, and then it's on Ada that I coffee tea dye. Okay, and then I finished Cats on, well, I finished. I haven't fully finished yet. Cats on Parade. And this is done with 18 count Rogue Fabrics. The color was Asian. It's a blackbird design. I'm going to do a drum. So I was able to ring our imaginary bell when we were down at
We went to Stitchery Nook with our FaceTime friends for 3 days.
I should pull that over, yeah. And I did the top too. There is a star. Oh gosh, oh well. On the top. So it's all ready to finish, fully finished. So there they are.
Those are very cute. I love that fabric too. It's not shining bright in your eyeballs.
Nope, not hit you in the face.
No. You could show them your little star now
Oh,
on the back.
see, I did that's going to be the top
Yep.
of the drum. So that is the end of my finishes.
Finishes? Okay. So then we have whips. And I have 3 whips. This is Rhapsody in Blue. That will take me a while to do, but I love it. It's fun. But again, it's a silk and I get knots, so I don't know. What can I say? This is how far I am. I was probably only there last time, so now I'm working my way down the border. And this is on Needle and Bling 40 count heirloom. I mean, it'll be pretty big when it's done, but there's a lot of stitching in those flowers and the leaves. So what I do is I kind of do an outline of the vine and then I go back and fill in leaves and the big flower. It's fun. It gets monotonous because I have a hard time with one color, but I'm working on it. And it's needlepoint silk that I'm using for it.
So do you do it? No, like is
I
that
start out-
your revving up type stitching?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
work on this for about an hour at night and then I switch over.
Okay.
Just
But you
'cause
do
I
more
get-
than like
a thread, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm a thread person, but
to me it's hard to stop.
it is hard to stop. And especially like there was one I was doing a thread, it was a red and I was doing a thread a day and I couldn't because you'd stop in the middle of a letter. That drove me nuts. I had to at least do the letter.
Yeah.
And then you got a string of thread left. So I mean, okay.
And I guess I don't leave my whips hooped up, you know, so because I don't have that many hoops. So I'll unhoop it. So then it's not, you know, then you start the next day,
Sure.
you re-hoop it, or
Usually I have 2 projects on the top of my table hooped. I just loosen the hoop till the next day. So
Yeah.
then all I have to do is pull and hoop and then I can go. And this is the bag it's in. This is, I don't know, people have been showing their bags. I've been neglecting showing my bags. This is Teresa Koget's my book is over there. That's my working copy. Maybe what I'll do is go on to the next one and I'll run and get my book. This is Anton Ufendel. And Jeannie for a long time thought it was a guy, because I must sound like, because I say Anton and it's not, it's Anton.
Dung. I always thought it was Anton.
Like a guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to rip out a whole part. Well, I had to rip out a whole part again. But so what I decided to do is, see, I've had trouble in this corner. I've had to rip it out twice. So what I did is I did all the framing now, and it all lined up. So now I know I have the right amount. And some people say you could leave your mistakes, but the flowers were wrong, and this side matches this side, and this side matches this side. So I just didn't feel like I could.
Well, and if you leave your mistakes, you got to remember they're there for when you count off of them.
Correct. And I would know that I made the mistake, and it would drive me nuts.
Your eye would go there.
Every time I would look at this, I would. So I just decided to put the bones in, because ripping out the flowers is a lot of time and a lot of work. So I just decided, let's get the frame in, because then I know I have the right number of swoops. They're all going the right way.
Well, and then you can do the same colored thread and skip around and do flowers.
Sure. So now I think I don't know that I'll be having, hopefully, no more mistakes. And again, this thread, it's that Averiswa Soie d'Aché, and I have not gotten a knot. I don't know what it is. I told Jeannie I think I'm gonna get up and do a dance when I get a knot. She thought I was nuts, but it's like, I don't get a knot. I don't know why.
And Anne has a sister.
Yeah, Isabel.
But they didn't share floss.
No, except for 3. This is Isabel, and I got all the threads for her now. But they don't. There's only 3 threads that are the same, so that's kind of interesting. Isabella wanted her own colors, obviously.
Another investment.
Yeah. So I've been digging around, because this is on 40 count vintage butter pecan by Lakeside. So I've been calling different stores, and I got my name in a few places because I need a half yard. So probably by the time I finish Anton, hopefully I'll have another half yard. Otherwise, I'll just try to find something that looks similar. What is this called? Land That I Love?
Well, does it say it on the side of the pattern?
I don't have the pattern.
No. I mean, like.
Yeah, Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut, because I made copies and blew them up. And I'm doing it on 40 count Boston, and it's a blue-gray, and that's what it looks like so far. It's really pretty. I really like working on it because it's easy to follow. It's, you can do it by each.
You had to redo a couple colors, didn't you?
I had to change colors because of the color of the fabric.
That is very pretty.
I had Jeannie kind of help me, give me some opinions on what she thought, but I did. And I changed, I don't have any DMC in here. I changed all my fabric, my threads to overdyes. And it took me a while to get those lighter blues right, because they were not showing up.
Well, and we happen to be down at Osage, the stitchery nook,
right.
So that helped.
Yeah, that helped a lot, because I would bring up some threads and, do a few pieces, and nope. So I'm enjoying this. This is fun, and I love the colors. I love the fabric. And this is the bag it's in. That's again there's 2 of them, one on each side. So like a table skirt or a table.
Yeah, dress or scarf or something. Yeah.
Right. So. Okay, I think that's my whips.
Okay. I was working on one last night and I didn't pack it, but this is my.
And you didn't pack it.
No, it's the Welcome by JDW for Justine. Welcome Stitchery. Her anniversary in July. And that was on Needle Bling Heirloom. Really coming out good. But my Sunday stitch is Shepherd's Sampler by October House Fiber Arts. And it is, okay, do I have it? Yes. It is done on antique lace by Seraphim in 18 count. And I use the charcoal, Weeks Dye Works charcoal. It's going to be monochromatic. So here's my start.
And antique lace is one of my favorites, so it's nice you got it in Ada.
And it, there again, that is, it's kind of has a green tint to it sometimes, but it isn't always the same.
No, I have several antique laces, and the reason I have several is because I buy them when they're different.
Yeah.
They're not the same. It seems like every time you see a new lot of it come in, it's darker, or it's lighter, or it has more modeling or less modeling. And I actually like that, because it's like you're getting a bunch of different fabrics.
Yeah.
But it's the same one.
It's kind of like floss.
Yeah.
If you don't buy all you need from one
Yeah.
sampler, you're going to have.
And here's that Teresa Colgate pattern, LeAnn, that I love. And so I'm up here. I'm in this corner up here. That's what it looks like.
Okay, I think that's all of my whips.
We're moving on to haul then, kiddo. That's gonna be interesting haul, huh? Okay, so we did 3 things. Well, 4, 5. We did 5 things.
Some of them more than one in a day.
Okay, so we went to Orinoco, which is like the whole town is an antique show.
We talked about it on our last Flosstube.
Right, and I found a plant for outside. It's a perennial hibiscus, because I love hibiscus. And what did you find?
2 old sewing machine drawers from Treadle Machines.
And that's about all we found. We didn't find very much.
But we did. They do still have the ice cream sandwiches. And they lived up to our expectations of them from the past, except they were a little smaller and more expensive.
Yeah, but they were really good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Then we went to Stitchery Nook with our FaceTime friends and stitched for 3 days. Then we went, we were going to go to the quilt show, the Wisconsin quilt show. So we left the day before, Wednesday, and we stopped at Country Sampler, and we stopped at JJ Stitches, which is a quilt store. And then we stayed overnight, and then Thursday we went to the quilt show in Wisconsin, and then came home. So this is haul from all of that. How's that? Do you want to show these first?
Yeah, I don't know if you consider these haul or it was Charlotte.
Yeah. And there's mine. Charlotte gave us these to hang on our scissors. And Jeannie likes yellow and I like blue. So she knows us. Thank you, Charlotte.
Yes, very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. And then Diane, our FaceTime friend, she gave us each a bag. And they're different colors. Everybody's was different colors.
But it's Blackbird fabric.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're very nice. Thank you, Diane. And there was even more stuff inside. Diane, what are we going to do with you?
Very thoughtful, Diane.
Very, very thoughtful. Okay, so then, let's see. We went to Country Sampler first. And I found this pattern, Penny Pumpkin. And, you know, they have samples. Kills you every time. Can't help it. Just kills you. And then Jeannie saw we were trying to get this pattern, and the lady said they had just gotten it in, A Time to Read by Teresa Colgate. This is her newest one. So now we have all 3. This was a sampler in the classroom. No, this was a sampler above, but this is Jane Baxter, 1838. And the way they do their samplers, they do that walnut dye over it, and they're just gorgeous. You just stand there and drool. And this is Hannah Phillips, 1826. Again, I liked it because it, when you saw it, it looks sort of quilty. I don't know how to explain that better. It just, I love the colors, the feel of it. It was really pretty. And then Jeannie and I both saw this. So I had it kitted up right away, and it's called Pennsylvania Dutch Sampler. I wish I had my phone down here. I took a picture of it so you could see it better. It's really a dark picture, but it's really pretty. It's kind of an orange, and the orange was, is it ginger snap? Cinnamon. The orange is cinnamon. And then I picked, I had the lady kind of help me pick out fabric. So this is,
I don't know if you can see this
that's
any better.
Yeah, that's a little brighter, but it's, so the closest fabric I could find to match it was Cookie Dough by Needle Bling. And it's funny because you need a half yard because of the length, but you know, you're only using that much, but okay. So then, that wasn't, okay, so that's all I got at Country Sampler. Do you want to do your Country Sampler?
Well, actually, I want to go back to
Okay.
the Stitchery Nook.
Okay.
So I picked up the
Yeah,
punch
so
needle.
did I. Yep. This
Yep.
one.
That
Yep.
was at the Stitchery Nook.
Yep.
Yep.
And
And-
this is why I did it, is because of that. Because there's swans, blue swans. Okay.
And then Mary Beth, thank you. Having patriotic flamingo. Thank you. And then Diane had this kit on the table.
Oh, to give it away?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Nice.
thank you, Diane.
Nice.
Okay, so there was my Osage Stitchery Nook. And then I haven't got the fabric for this yet, but I got, and the floss,
Yep.
Pennsylvania Dutch. And then I picked up the Teresa Kogut. And then the kit, it wasn't from Country Sampler, your quilt kit.
Oh, yeah, it was. This one was.
So I got this quilt kit at Country Sampler.
Oh.
It's a panel, or it's
Is it a panel?
it's
Or do you cut the pieces into diamonds? Oh, it already is that way.
yeah, border it out and quilt it.
Oh. Okay, so then I got Butternut Crossing. That's what it looks like. And this was right up by their front window. And again, it's all fall colors. It's really pretty. It was very pretty. I got the whole kit. And again, you know, Country Sampler, they do a wonderful job on their cross stitch, but they kit up their quilts just as beautifully. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The other one, this was back in their classroom, and it was called Sumac Valley. And I just like those starry, I don't know, quilt sort of pattern. And these are the, I mean, this is the border.
I like that print.
Yeah, and that's the sashing to go with the border. And then again, it's all fall colors. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. And you know, you stand there and you try to talk yourself out of it, and it doesn't work. And then back at Stitchery Nook, I had gotten, I want these salt box, and now I have them all because I bought the last one I needed. And then Diane gave me, she had 2 winter salt box patterns, so then she brought me one. So now I have them all. And then I got this. This is, you put your beads in for like Mill Hill, and there's a clear cover on the top to keep them all in there. Stitchery Nook, she has all of these. I mean, she's got a lot of the patterns from this country, and they're in Ukraine, right? Yeah. And beautiful work. And then I finally got Cicada's Song. I had ordered that at Market, and Liz finally got it in, so I was very happy to get that. That had been a while. Okay, so then we move on to JJ Stitches. I just bought some pack quarters.
Yeah,
Did you get anything at JJ Stitches?
I did not get anything at JJ's.
Okay, so we move on to the quilt show. And I found quite a few English paper piecing things. This Yellow Creek Designs, I just love that lady. She just does such a beautiful job of this. And then this is a whole kit. So you get all the pieces to do it and the fabrics. And I kind of like, these were different stars. All of their points are cut off. So I thought they were kind of interesting.
On purpose.
On purpose, they were cut off. And then this is one of those, what she calls it, honeycombs and acrylics. And so I just got the templates and the papers to make some. And again, that's English paper piecing. And this is English paper piecing too. They're very small. And there's the template, so you can see that it's a small template.
I've done the, I don't know what shape that's called there. Not the,
It's like a tumbler, isn't it?
yeah, I've used that before. I think
Yeah.
Primitive Gatherings had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yep. And then this was really pretty too. It's pineapple, right? The pineapple design with the flower going up it. And by that time I had spent so much money, it was like, I'll just buy the pattern because I have tons of fabric. So
When we got there, I mean, it was a mess getting to park.
yeah.
And then we had pre-bought our tickets so we could breeze through that way. But I mean, the show was, we got there, oh gosh, by 10, quarter to 10, I think. And we just all split up and went our own ways. I mean, you were in the aisles, you could have never stayed as, well, some people tried to stay as a group and then they stand in the middle of the aisle and they talk and yeah, so we just split up. So
that way you can weave through people better.
and if you didn't want to go into a certain booth, then you just go on.
Right, right. And this is another English paper piecing. It's 19 by 25. It's just small. And again, I got the papers and the acrylic pieces to make it.
Oh, the wedding ring is a English paper piecing.
Yeah. It was really pretty. They had it there.
Oh.
It was very, very, very pretty. And this is, it's a book with all different kinds of patterns in it, and they're small. They're all small. There's a 1-inch square, 1-inch half square triangle, 2-inch square, 2-inch half square triangle, 1-inch by 2-inch rectangle. And see, then you get all the templates to make them. And they had all kinds of samples of quilts, and they were all beautiful. And they were all small, very small quilts. And this I found at the show, and they had them all. They had all of the different, the lady had all of the different patterns for the bags. And then she had the bags too, but she didn't have this bag. So I ordered it from 123 Stitch. But you got the pattern and all the pearl cotton to go to make it. She just didn't have any more of the tan bag. She had all the other colors, but no more tan bags. So I like this one because it's kind of a sampler on the bag. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then at the Woolen Needle, which is one of my favorite stores, they had these fabrics all cut. So, you know, like if I'm doing smalls or something, I don't have to take out all my bigger pieces. So she had them numbered, so you weren't buying the same fabrics. Like this is number 6, and this is number 5. So they aren't the same fabrics, they're different.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I got 2 of the backgrounds too. Again, she has different numbers. So I got those. And then the last thing I got was this quilt kit. And it's called, again, it's by Yellow Creek Designs, this lady, I just love her. And it's called Myre House, and that's the house she grew up in. And it's all flying geese. And then she said she uses the flying geese square up ruler, which is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2 finished. And so these little rulers are not cheap. They are not cheap. So here's the kit, and it has, this side's probably better for you to see the colors. There's all the colors in it. And then this is the border, of course.
And how big is that going to be?
This one's going to be pretty big. It's 68 by 78 1/2. So, Yeah, there's 16 lights, 19 darks. There's a red inner border. Yeah, there's all, I love all the colors in this. This was beautiful. And you know, again, the samples just kill you.
Yeah.
They do, they kind of get you. You're up, kiddo, I'm all done.
Well, I had gotten this tray. And
She
then
was very, very, very good.
I got King of the Coop punch needle.
Oh, isn't he cute?
So now I got to just, I only had 2 of the Valdani that I gotta get more.
Maybe Teresa has it.
That's what I was thinking on Friday.
Yeah. Justine, or no, Liz bought the whole.
Yeah.
If you're looking for Valdani number 12 thread, Liz bought all the colors. She just showed us when we were there. So if you're looking for any pearl cotton size 12 Valdani, she's the place to call.
Gosh, was that must have been, I can't think of what else I had gotten. I think I got a couple other things, but.
Yeah, you only showed 3 or 4 things because we did a show and tell at lunch.
Yeah. We had all of the stuff on the table and they bring out our food.
And Julie and I come in with these big bags and Jeannie just had her purse. It's like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, so now we move on to plans.
You know, I started getting out my fall and Halloween. I think I got enough. I want to stitch more, but I don't know where I'd put it.
Okay.
You know, I got 2 bins of it and I started putting it around and we don't have that much space.
We'll skip and go on to winter or...
Yeah, well, I still want to keep going on, like my strawberries. And I haven't touched Hawk Run Hollow Farms, or the farms of Hawk Run Hollow for a long time. I'm way behind on that. But, you know, I want to stitch something that I'm into right then. You know, I don't want to make myself stitch.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Because part of me wants to stitch smalls because I have lots of places to put smalls, but I don't know. I'm into my samplers right now. I don't want to stop. I'm trying to make a stitching area in my bedroom because I have a lot of nights I don't sleep well. So my bottom drawer on my side table is empty, and I thought, well, I'll put everything in there. But my bed, I can make my legs go up and down and my head go up and down. And when my head is up, that drawer is far away. It's way behind me.
Oh.
So I bought a little 3-tiered thing on wheels now, and I put that together. So I'm going to keep a couple of small projects up there, and I thought maybe that's when I can work on pin keeps. I don't know. I'll see. But I put like I'll go stocking up there because that's fall.
But then if you're going to, I mean, once you get there, you're kind of really winding down.
Yeah, I am.
So you don't want anything real.
No, I don't want anything real intense. But I'm still kind of putting stuff together up there. I haven't quite got it there because it's different when you're in bed. It's like, what kind of stand do you need? Do I put it in my bed or can I put it on my 3-tiered stand? Will it topple over? You know, it's that kind of stuff I got to figure out yet. I know.
But you can get enough back support.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That thing is pretty much almost straight if you want it straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And the feet kind of go like that. You know, you can have your feet do whatever, or you can keep them straight, whatever you want.
So you're not slipping down.
So it kind of feels like you're in the recliner. Mm-hmm. It does. So that's good. But there's some nights where I'll wake up 2, 3, 4 times, and you know, I'll turn on the TV and it's like, yeah, now what? So I'm gonna see how I turn out with that, because I know there's several people. Olivia stitches in bed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to work on that, and I'll just keep working on my samplers because that's really what I want to get done. It really is. And
yeah, I still want to try to do something patriotic each month, even if I only work on a larger one.
Just to work on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's what that Teresa Colgate one, that Land That I Love, is for. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put any pressure on because I'm probably going to get sick of it because it's patriotic. I'm not a hard-pressed out of season type of
Right, that's just
stitcher.
it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll do. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So for cross stitch, that's it, gang. If you're leaving us, I hope you have fun stitching and happy fall. We're getting there. Our trees are turning. And we'll move on to turtle tidbits. And this month I was going to talk about snapping turtles. We have two kinds of snapping turtles in the United States. And one is the common snapping turtle, and it looks like this. It has as smooth a shell as you can be. That's what a snapping turtle looks like, a common one. We have these in Minnesota. And I tried to take a picture of the map. They're all over the place. All that purple is where common snapping turtles go. So they're pretty much everywhere. The other snapping turtle there is the alligator snapping turtle, and that's what they look like. And these two turtles are the oldest turtles we've had. They have survived the dinosaur era, everything. They look gnarly, they look ancient. The thing about snapping turtles that is different from other turtles is this is a turtle's bottom, and if you notice, this is a painted turtle, and if you notice, the bottom is fully filled in, and they have this turtle upside down, and if you notice, you can't see its legs, you can't see its head, you can't see its tail, it's all smushed in there. It all has a space for all of that stuff against predators chewing on it or whatever. Well, if you look at a snapping turtle, look at the difference. A snapping turtle just has that middle part, and everything else is skin. So a snapping turtle has nowhere to go with its head and its legs and its tail. So when it gets scared, it's like us. It's going to fight, it's going to hiss, it's going to try to snap, it's going to do whatever it can, because that's its own, it can't
defense.
hide in a shell. Yeah, it's its own defense. It can't go anywhere. And that's why, and I mean, snapping turtles' jaws are very strong. So yeah, some people have said they've even seen them snap like a broomstick in half and stuff. So they're very strong. In the water, a snapping turtle would no more like to run into you than the man in the moon, and it would do anything in the water to get away from you. But on land, and the only ones on land are females coming out to lay eggs. And on land, they're scared, just like you and I. So they're going to defend themselves and try to hiss and warn you off. If you're going to try to help a snapping turtle across the road, I keep a broom and a shovel in the back of my car. I wouldn't try to pick one of these guys up, because the common snapping turtle has a longer neck, and he can reach around. If you would pick up his shell, he can reach around and try to bite you. Whereas the alligator snapper's head is very short. So you could put your hand here to pick up and here to pick up, because he can't bend his head to get you.
Do they roam in the same areas of the states?
No. Alligator, we don't have alligator snappers here, and alligator snappers are in a very low, they're in mostly southern states. They're
Southeastern?
Yeah, they're not up here, they're not around here. Primarily in the southeastern United States, ranging from eastern Texas and the Florida Panhandle to Missouri and the Gulf of Mexico. So they're more southern turtles. But the cool thing about an alligator snapping turtle is this picture, you can see it. They have a little red appendage on their tongue, and it looks like a worm. And so they sit there in the muck with their mouth open, and they wiggle this little red appendage, and like fish get curious about it and stuff and come up, and then they chomp down on them. And the one thing about snapping turtles is they lay in the muck. You'll never see them basking. Very rare that you'll see a snapping turtle basking. They're very singular too. Like you'll see lots of painted turtles on a log. These guys, no, they stay by themselves. The only time they get together is during mating season. And the reason these guys can stay down, Jeannie's gonna have to plug her ears. These guys can stay in the water, underwater for a very long time, even when it's not hibernation. And it's because they can suck in air through their cloaca, the hole by their tail. And these guys can also get oxygen through their skin. So they can stay underwater for a very, very long time and not come up for air. But the reason I snappers are, see, they don't have hardly any shell, and they're getting run over all the time because people are afraid of them. Well, they're just as afraid of you as you are of them. So it's just my, please don't run over these guys. Like this year especially, I saw so many run over. And these guys take 8 to 10 years before they can reproduce. That's a long time for a snapping turtle to survive, especially if cars are running them over, even to get to laying egg time.
So with their, you say the females only come out
to lay eggs.
Okay, so those that are 1 to 7 years old who haven't reached that
They don't come out.
come out. Okay,
No.
so
They
those that
only-
are being run over are moms.
Yep. And there's been a few times, probably 3 or 4 times, where I have stopped and they've had eggs in them and their back is all cracked open. And I have rubber gloves and I'll take out the eggs. And I have had some hatch and some not hatch because you don't know how long she's been gone, and how long the eggs have been exposed to the full sun and stuff. So I have done that. But I mean, if it's pretty gross, I won't do it. But I've done some gross stuff. I mean, I have turtles. What the heck? I'm a reptile person. But so this is my plea to, and I know in the South a lot of people eat snapping turtles, and you can see how fat they are. I mean, you can see by the bottom of their shell how fat they are. And they're lazy. They sit in the bottom, but they're they're so good for the lakes. And people get mad if they see me putting the babies in their lake, but they clean up all the dead stuff. Anything dead and dying, even an old icky bullhead or whatever, they eat that stuff. Anything on the bottom of the lake, they're helping that lake stay clean, and they're, believe it or not, without even knowing it, they're really doing a big part to keep our ecosystem going.
Do they, when they snap, does their jaws lock onto
They
something?
do have, like they say, locking jaws. They do have that. Most turtles don't have the, oh shoot, it's like in 2 pieces. Comes together. Most turtles have just 1 piece and their jaw only opens so far, whereas these guys have 2 pieces, so yeah, they can. And the alligator snapper has a point on the top of its jaw so that point will spear into a fish or whatever he's trying, with that little wiggly worm. When he bites down, that point, so you wouldn't want to get your hand in there ever, no, because you're gonna have to go somewhere to have them unlock the turtle from your, they won't give up on their own, no. So, like I say, they're hissing and everything because they got nowhere to go. So I would just leave them alone and they'll go away. They will. In the water, like I say, everybody's afraid to step on them and stuff. And my kids have stepped on them, and they don't do anything, or they run away. They don't fight you in the water. That's my turtle tidbit. So save them snappers. I know they're scary and they're ugly, but they've been here a long, long time. Okay, quilting. Move on to quilting. I have an FFO.
Okay.
What do you know, huh? This one, we go on once a month on Tuesday to the quilt shop in Rush City.
The Cutting Edge.
The Cutting Edge, and we have a featherweight class in the morning, and then in the afternoon we do English paper piecing. And so this has been my project for my featherweight, and it's called Baby Charlie. And I have finished it. So here is Baby Charlie. And there's 2 sizes. This is 26 by 26, and the other size I think is 50 by 50. And I
The
like
same size? Pieces and everything?
No.
Okay.
It's everything's bigger. So this is, I love this. I'm gonna hang it in my bathroom, the one I finished. So I just have to get a hanger on it, and she's ready to go. That's it.
No.
Nope.
Okay. When we went to Osage last month, I made everybody a project bag
She
out
did.
of French General fabric.
And it's Christmas. I
It's
love
Christmas.
it.
I got
Yes.
my strawberries in here.
Oh, nice.
So then for club this year up at Rush City, the Cutting Edge, we are doing Lucky Stars, block of the month. Well, block, our month 9 was the last block. So now we're going to start to assemble. And if you look at this, I'll take it out of here. There's no rows, really, vertical or horizontal or anything there.
They're all different pieces,
Yeah.
sized pieces.
There is going to even be some partial seams.
Mm.
So
I actually like partial seams. They're fun.
well, I like to be able to look to and not easily figure out how it went together.
Right.
So with this block, or this month, we were able to put, I think it's like a 1/6 of the pattern. But this is it so far.
Oh, it's pretty.
That will be the upper left corner for me.
Wow, that's pretty.
So,
It's all batiks.
yep, it's Wine Country is the line, but I chose not to put any reds in. Wanted to keep it green and golds. So, that's what I've been working on. Now I got to wait till next month to get the instructions for the rest, another section, because all the blocks are done.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was what I have been stitching on.
And I mean, I have haul, but we already talked about our haul, right? For quilting.
Yes.
Okay. Believe it or not, I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we went through everything.
So this next month, before we see you again, we are going to Black Cat Stitchery in Amory, Wisconsin for their 3rd Friday of the month open
Stitching.
stitch.
Yep, and that's this Friday. So
Yep.
just in 3 days we'll be going there.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are going to the Junk Bonanza, but we'll see you before we go to the No.
No.
The Junk Bonanza is
Next week.
Next Thursday. Yeah.
So hopefully it will be better than last spring.
Yeah, last spring we had a snowstorm the day before, so we're hoping that's why not very many vendors were there. But our purple pincushion lady is going to be there, so I'm happy.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because she wasn't there in the spring either, but she had I think it was knee surgery.
Yeah, she had some medical thing.
Yeah, she did. So now she's back up and running, so we hope to see her. I hope it's better. The fall craft shows, everything seems to be better in the fall than the spring
Yeah.
ones.
Well, after going to Orinoco last month too, we won't be going next year.
No, that wasn't very good. It was very small, a lot smaller than it used to be.
And then Rochester, Minnesota Fairgrounds were just disappointing.
Yeah, because they used to have vendors outside. They used to have,
In the animal buildings and
all the outer buildings. There wasn't anything. There was just the main arena and then this sort of annex part. That was it.
And no really food vendors.
No, they used to have food vendors outside too. That's where we
Yeah.
got our popcorn, the kettle corn. They always had
Yeah.
really good kettle corn there. And outside was more flea market-y, so you could deal more. If you saw stuff, boy, the guy would be on you saying, what, I can do better on that, I can do better on that. Whereas the inside is more,
It's high-end antiques.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't dicker on their prices or
A lot of glassware. You
Yeah.
did get that blue. Was it a covered dish?
I didn't get a covered dish.
Okay, then it's an open dish. It was blue glass. Remember we went back for it? That was in one of the buildings in Rochester.
How come I'm drawing a blank?
Were you going to use it as a scissor holder or anything?
No.
It was blue glass, and you went back for it.
Oh, it's a Wheaton. I collect these little Wheaton bottles, and they come in all different shapes and all different
Was it a
colors.
bottle?
Yeah, it was a bottle. It's a bank. It was in the shape
Oh,
of a bank.
Okay.
And it was a blue, yeah, it is. It's a Wheaton bottle, but it was big. And they're hard to find, too, are the bigger ones. So, and I'd never seen a bank. So
Yeah.
I got that. I'm going, I don't remember anything with the cover or...
I thought because you were looking for those dishes to
I was,
use.
yeah, because you had brought...
I had brought some frogs, glass flower frogs, along to use so I could make.
She was looking to find things that fit those frogs, like dishes that she could put the frog in. So that's probably why you had that in your head.
Yeah. Yep, so
Okay, gang, so I guess we'll see you in a month and we'll have more stitching. Probably, I hope not a lot of haul. I don't know.
well, that's what when we were also down at the Stitchery Nook, I bought some fabrics too. I just don't have width.
Yeah. I bought.
She has a lot of fabric.
Yeah, she had just gotten a bunch in.
Linen and Ada and all
And then
counts.
she bought, I think it's fat quarters of fabric to go on the back. She had all of these modeled fabrics. There were blues and they're all different colors, and they were all modeled to finish your projects with, and they were really pretty. She had all different colors, and she had just gotten them in, and so she pulled out the box and showed us. Those were beautiful. They were nice.
Yes.
Okay, gang. Well, I guess we're at the end here, and well, almost an hour. I don't know, some people are happy about that, some aren't. It is what it is. So we'll see you in a month.
Yep, everyone keep stitching.
Yep, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.